Today we are looking at every leak about AMD's next-gen Ryzen Threadripper processors to list every bit of info, specs, and pricing in under 5 minutes. So without any more hesitation, let's get into it. To start off with the most solid leak we have, an e-commerce site called Cyberport, which debuts the highest-end Ryzen Threadripper processor as 32 cores and 64 threads, naming it the 1990X. The website was since taken down, but Google has the site cached. The processor is listed selling price of $1,766 US. This is $100 less than Intel's last gen 18-core i9, which also currently is $100 more than this will be expected to be. Also, according to the site, the TDP maxes out 180 watts. Speeds are also important, but if the site is to be believed, we are looking at 3.8 base on a 32-core CPU, with the boost reaching up to 4.0, which still packs a large punch to Intel. If we were to follow the same pattern of doubling the number of cores that we saw in last gen's flagship to its second, we can expect to have it done to the next chip in the series. A 24-core, 48-thread Threadripper, and I would assume that it would either be named the 1970X or the 1980X if it follows the same pattern as its predecessor. Next thing is a release date. How soon can you get your hands on this chip? Well, if we follow what happened last year with the original debut of the Threadripper, 1950X, we saw the first benchmarks 2 to 3 months before the chip was on its shelves. We were just starting to see engineering samples showing up in benchmarks on popular sites. This would mean it would align with the rumors of it releasing in Q3 2018. Expect to see it then. There was also no news of a next-gen higher motherboard chipset for AMD's high-end model. I consider it safe to say that the X399 chipset will stick around and will still work with these chips with a BIOS update, of course. I would also expect to see an update kit, as most people would not want to go out and buy a low-end first-gen Threadripper to update the BIOS. Maybe AMD learned from the complaints of Ryzen's first debut and added an out-of-box support for future CPUs to update themselves. Time will tell. In the past, we've always seen these kind of leaks to be relatively close to the real product. The fact is that it could indeed be a placeholder. It is possible, but then why have them take down the site? Yes, it could be false speculation if it was untrue, but in the past, false speculation has never been removed. That's why I think there is a little bit more in the truth than is to be believed. This video requires a lot of research and time. I use likes to gauge how well this video is appreciated and taken by my audience. If you enjoyed, please consider liking it and hop on my Discord server to discuss this topic with a bunch of other excited people. The link is in the description. And as always, thank you for watching and goodbye.